you for real? We're not doing this, okay? You come down, if you want to talk to me about this, you come to my office. I know you've got the cameras running, and thank you. I don't know what you're trying to achieve.
Didn't you say it needed improving?
It needed improvements, yes, but still you need to submit it. Have you submitted it? Have you got drawing information?
I'm dyslexic, I can't draw. I've shown photographs. It's enough to describe. The reason the video is to see the thing in operation and how safe it is. It is not unsafe.
Again, like everything.
You're trying to make it difficult for me. A little bit of respect for returning and veteran would be nice, but we don't get it. You didn't come down and greet us all yesterday morning. Why not? You're too high up. You can't come down to us little veterans.
For starters, you're bringing something in that isn't
No,
warranted to this situation.
Well, it
okay?
is. It
No,
is relative because it's the point is you're trying to make life difficult.
No, I'm not.
But you can see this. You can see clearly in your own head. There's nothing wrong with this. That's the frustrating part. There's fucking nothing wrong with it. I improved that. How many people walk into my carport, do you think? How many people walk through here? Apart from yourself when you're even metering, you don't always do that anyway.
It doesn't matter if it's me or it's
No,
somebody
but
else
the
that
point
needs
is,
to use it.
you know the likelihood, it's about 1 in a billion chance of someone happened to walk in and the road break. The road's got 120 breaking strain. This is 20 kilos, that's aluminium. It weighs nothing. I can push it up with one hand.
Yeah, okay. So basically, what's stopping it?
I just want...
What's stopping it, okay?
Yeah.
If that rope broke from that point there,
Yeah.
what's stopping it from continuing out?
Well, quite clearly, if it broke from there, this fucking giant shackle here will grab it. The rope ain't going to break.
It's not of a case. It's always a case, what if? If you manufacture anything, if you manufacture anything, you've always got to factor in the what if scenario, the third party issue. In this case here, if that rope was to break, what's stopping that from continuing out here, possibly ripping that out?
Oh, don't be silly.
It's not silly.
Nah. Look, I'll get a builder's report on it. Will that make it better?
If you can get a builder's report that factors in
I don't want
the
this to go on
safety.
for a couple of months. We're going away.
Well,
I don't want to come back and find you've ripped it down.
I'm not going to rip it down.
So how much faith I have in you?
Well, that's your opinion. That's not mine. Okay. What I'm interested in is the third party issue. In the fact that if this lets go, what's stopping that from continuing out there, possibly breaking up there?
It won't continue out there.
If we cut the rope, what will happen? I leave your car there. What will happen? You think it's that 100% safe? Huh?
Of course it is. Because of my background, I know it's safe. It would come down and it would probably, because of the wind or breeze bellowing against that, it would come down and stop about here. It would come out and stop here. That hinge doesn't go all the way. It's a tough hinge, it only goes 90 degrees. So it would come down to 90 and a little bit further. Bolts go all the way through. They ain't going nowhere. I don't build things to hurt people. And as for the third account, that ain't going to happen.
Well,
it's simply not going to happen.
I've got to look at it in a different way.
Well, you can't.
I have to.
You can't. You can't. This is screwing my PTSD. I get a doctor's report to say what's been going on and why I'm like this.
Well, as it states in the conditions of your contract, when you first sign up, it tells you what the rules are. If you want to construct stuff like this, if you want to put roller doors up or whatever, You're supposed to notify management. In particular, if you think out of the box, out of the square, you need to document it. We have no documentation of what your plans were or are.
Yeah, well, I can't write, so.
Well, maybe your wife can, under your instruction.
No,
You could have got somebody else to do it.
You seen the decking out there? You seen the walls pulled down inside that house?
Inside their house is not our priority. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. But there's too many instances around here that aren't compliant. There's too many of them.
We're not talking about anyone
Yeah,
else.
I know.
We're talking about you. We're talking about what you put up here.
Winnebago was parked up there with the word fuck on the back of it. Right? The Winnebago.
Yeah, what about?
Been parked there a month with the word fuck written on the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
Why me? I'm happy to. That's not offensive. No way on earth. You say it is, okay, that's your choice. I'm happy to put a piece of tape over that. That's not a problem.
The problem it's not a problem for you, but it's a problem for anyone else that lives within this park. This here is not what the standard of the park is.
No.
If you drive around any other park, would you see a sign like this?
No, I've said enough now. You're clearly not going to.
I'm not going to budge on this.
No. Oh, well, why are you here?
I'll talk. Well, you asked me here.
Yeah, so we can discuss this.
That's right, and we're trying to discuss it, trying to work our way around it, but you're closing it down. This here in itself, if you turned around and said, look, I can improve this, I can do drawings or whatever, and prove that it is 100% safe, if you want to turn around and get an engineer's report on it, telling me that, and satisfying Martin.
I just need a builder's report.
Well, as I said, the problem that I have with this, okay, fine. However, it's not factoring in case that rope left, whatever,
yep.
and this came
All right.
flying down.
Well, that's simple. That's bloody simple, isn't it? That, when that comes down, it's to let air through, just be able to, me see in, you see in, and me see out. So that you can walk through here. I've considered everything. So if I put these drop bolts come down 1/2 inch, they're high tensile steel, hot dip galvanised. They come down, they locate in that hole down there, and that hole down there. So I put a stopper there of some description, maybe a speed hump across here, and it's going to come down and it's going to stop at those. It's not going to bend or break. It's not going to come past here if it's broke. Wouldn't even get there. It'd come down and go crash. Because these are down all the time. When it rolls down, it locates in those holes. Well, if there's something beyond the hole, like even back here, it's not going to get to that point. It will come down and it'll skid into there and stop. It's 20 kilos. It's a lousy 20 kilos. It wouldn't hurt anything. I've got an argument.
Graham, that's an improvement, okay, of what we're already talking about. Okay?
I can put a plastic speed hump there.
You're saying that these here are permanently in a downward position.
Yep.
So when it comes
Well,
down,
now.
to this point here,
Yep.
when you drop it, it should physically drag across there.
Yeah.
Alright, prove it to me.
Yeah, but I've got to have it. I've put them up for your benefit so you don't get them in your face.
Because I've seen that, I can already see that these.
I bend.
Okay, minimal bend.
I bend.
Yeah.
Look, it doesn't matter. It can't go any further than it's going to go. They're stainless steel though, come off a boat. Pulleys?
Right, yeah,
They're stainless steel.
I don't have a problem with that.
I'm just.
You just got to prove you got to realise, I'm doing it for the park, but I'm also doing it for you, as much as this surprises you. Because if you haven't got the fail-safe mechanisms involved in it, and this accidentally broke or whatever, and if you didn't have the fail-safe margins, doesn't matter. I come from the manufacturing world. I design stuff too. And when we design stuff and we've got to send it out to our customers, we've also got to factor in every possibility for guarding, for everything. Okay?
Well, this is not going to hurt anyone anyway, simply. So if we come down like that.
Alright, that will definitely stop the process,
Yeah.
but that's only going to work on the provision that these are always down.
Yeah, well, they are always down. They are always down. It's convenient for me to have them down. And when it goes up, they tuck up underneath there. Without a door like this, that van doesn't come out. It stays there and rots. The door has to be like this. A roller door or any other situation won't work. And I put a noise meter on my ratchet. There's my noise meter going. If you're in the manufacturing industry at some point, well, as General Motors Holden as a buddy, stand on the end of the line or something and watch.
No.
No, I said wasn't.
Details.
No, well, doesn't matter. You'd probably know that the maximum allowable over an 8-hour period decibel rating on a person's ear is 85. Well, this winding up is 60 for 1 minute. I've got a big wooden beam across there that supports that hinge. Just watch your shoulder there. That's where I choose to stop because I've got a double rope there that I've got to move out of the way so I can go a bit higher. Hinges are greased. They're tough hinges. They don't break. We use them on prison doors.
Yeah, look, I understand the use of the hinge. I'm fully aware of the style of hinge that you use.
So I'm fighting for my life here so I don't get fucking brain faded. So I can move on with my next project, which is a caravan trip to Darwin. And that's supposed to happen in 4 weeks today.
Right.
27th of May. I put a lot of thought into this. I don't know everything I do. See this extension here? When your predecessor, I got permission to move it from there to there. I did all that by myself without the roof falling on my head. The whole lot by myself. It took me a week. That's the sort of standard I work to. All the welding, all the straight lines, the lot. And it's waterproof. The point I'm making is I don't rush into anything. This is a 6-month project.
But let's go one step back. When you did that,
Yep, I can't remember. I know you're
it
going to
doesn't matter when you did it.
Yeah.
But when you did it,
No.
you notified management.
No, that's what I said. I can't remember whether I did or not. I got a feeling all I said to Lenny was...
You've got a verbal response.
Eh?
You've got a verbal
Yeah, I
response.
think I did. Because otherwise...
You explained it all to him, what was going to be
I
done.
said, look, I want to move the carport out of half a metre.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, this here was, okay, half a metre inward.
Yeah.
So at one point in time, you would have got the approval to do that.
Yeah, verbally.
Verbally.
Yeah, I didn't do any drawings. I can't draw. I think I had him here on the driveway and pointed out what was going to happen, how I was going to build it, what sheeting was going to be on it, and And then he said, yeah, go for it. No, I didn't do anything in writing, so I can't. I'm just making that point.
No, look, I understand, okay? But then, like I said, you could have come and talked to me about it when you thought of the design work.
Yep.
Just like you come and talk to me when you were trying to talk about the spinner that you've got out the front there.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, when I first started.
Spinner out the front. The windmill.
We were talking about trying to make that into something a little bit different.
No, I don't remember that.
But anyway, getting back to this.
You want me to put a stainless steel cable on that? It'd be 3 mil. There's nothing wrong with the road.
There's nothing wrong with the road other than through age it will deteriorate.
Yeah, but so does cable.
Yeah, but not to the extent as what this does.
I know, I worked on warships, I know what ropes and cables do.
Yeah, I know. I'd be more happier if you did change that to a cable.
Yep.
Okay? This is where we start compromising.
Yep.
With your design and everything else. So if you turn around and put that into a cable,
Yep.
which is flexible, still flexible enough, light enough,
Yep.
the likelihood of it going is 100 times less than what that would over a period of time, potentially old age, frame, whatever. Okay. Secondly, to assist in the safety, because you're using these as your safety approach.
Yep.
Is it possible, asking you, to either put a spring on this,
Spring on it,
put a spring so it stays at its downward point?
It can't go up. I've got to lift it up.
You're going to lift it up. Either use a spring or even a small weight on it to maintain it at a so that it stays.
So it stays down.
Yes.
So it stays down. That's putting a spring on the bottom and pushing against the rod. That's putting a spring. That's just putting this to hold it forced
See,
down.
at the moment, basically,
That's pretty tight.
it's tight fit only because, like everything, aluminium against steel, it causes friction.
If I put a spring on here and a stopper there and have the spring compressed in there, that'll hold it down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a simple spring and then a simple wash.
What? Yeah, but you locate the spring, an 8-inch spring, say, there, have a clamp there so the spring doesn't fall
Yeah,
off.
that's right.
Push it up like that, tighten it up, and that's trying to push down.
That's right. It's always going to push this